Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video we are going to see the Magic Wand tool and the Quick Selection tool. These are also selection tools, last of them. So when to use Magic Wand tool and Quick Selection tool? So we can have a look at one example. Let's say if I want to select this object or this girl, so instead of selecting the girl I can simply select the background, because the background is pretty much similar in color. So I can use Magic Wand tool. So what basically Magic Wand tool does is it selects the similar pixels. Remember, sample size should be a point sample, so it will select according to a single pixel. So if I click over here, so it has selected this portion, or let's say if I select over here, this has selected a large amount of the background, but it hasn't selected this portion and this portion over here and some of the part over here. So this is because by default the tolerance level is 32, so it will select only the similar pixels. Where we clicked first, it will select the similar pixels according to where we click. So let's say if I increase the tolerance value, I will deselect this selection first, Control D or Command D if you are using Mac. So I will increase the tolerance level, let's say to 71 for example. So if I click, as you can clearly see, it has selected a larger portion of the image because we have increased the tolerance level. So the color difference will be more, so it will select a different color that we have first clicked. So if we want more accuracy in color, we have to keep the tolerance level at minimum quantity. So let's say if I keep the tolerance at 10, enter. So as you can see, it has selected a smaller portion. So if you want accuracy, then you can keep the tolerance value at the lower side. If you want a balanced selection, then you can, by default I will keep the value by default 32. Then it will, the further you increase the value, the accuracy will decrease. So I can simply click here by using the add to selection option, and I can simply inverse the selection. How to inverse the selection? Go to select and inverse the selection, or you can simply press Ctrl Shift I or Shift Ctrl I, and you can simply like this, Ctrl Shift I. So this will get selected. We will see this same example of Magic Wand tool on some different image. So for example, this image, as you can see, the background is pretty much of similar color, but there might be a difference in shading. So we will see Magic Wand tool, tolerance is 32. Anti-alias, always keep this option on, anti-alias. It makes selection a bit smoother. What is this option then? Contiguous. Contiguous simply means continuous selection, and if you are working on multiple layers, then we can keep sample all layers if we want to. But for now we are working on a single layer, which is the background layer. So I can simply click over here. So as we can see, I am using the add to selection option. I will zoom it a bit. This portion which is enclosed by this headphone, this is not selected because we have kept this option on contiguous, so it will only select the continuous or adjacent pixels. So if you want to select this, then we have to again use the same property, add to selection, and we have to simply click. So this has, I think this has, the result is pretty good actually by using Magic Wand tool. So if I want to put this image into another image, you can simply use the move tool. There is another way. If you want to change it in the future, we can simply mask it, but we haven't seen the mask option yet. So for now I'll use the move tool, but remember I haven't selected the object, I have selected the background, so we have to inverse the selection first. So how to inverse? Again inverse, then simply you can drag and drop. So this image is pretty big, so I'm simply using the zoom option. This looks pretty good actually. So magic wand tool works very well when the background color or the portion which we want to select is made up of the with similar pixels or is of similar color. Then it is pretty simple to select using magic wand tool. But what if the computer or the Photoshop cannot differentiate between the background and the object? For example, so in this image the background is white and also the t-shirt is also white. So let's see what happens when I use the magic wand tool. I will simply click it. So as you can see, it has also selected the t-shirt along with the background. So we don't want that. We want only the background to be selected so that we can inverse it and we can use the object as per our requirement. So we can also see by decreasing the tolerance value what happens. Still it is selecting the shirt because the color of the background and t-shirt color is pretty much similar. So I will keep the tolerance again at 32, which was set by default. So in this case I can simply use quick selection tool. And one more thing, in quick selection tool you can increase or decrease the brush size in quick selection tool. How we can do that? You can simply use the bracket tools, the square bracket. By using closing of square bracket, if I simply tap it, I can increase. As you can see over here, I am just tapping on the closing of the square bracket, and opening you can decrease the brush, or you can simply right click. No, you cannot right click, it is on the brush tool, or you can simply go over here and you can increase or decrease the brush size from here. But it is recommended that you use the bracket tools, because from one hand you can change the size of the brush and with the help of the other hand you can make selections properly. So for example, if I keep the brush size at this value, it is 25 at the moment, then I can simply click it over here. And one more additional plus point about the quick selection tool is you can click and drag the quick selection tool, which you cannot do in the magic wand tool. So I'm just clicking and dragging it, so it's making pretty good selection so far. And you can also release the mouse button and click it again. It is as we want to select. It is not compulsory to press and hold and drag, but you can drag it. And if you want to select smaller portions, you can always decrease the size of this brush by using the left bracket or the opening bracket. So only this finger is remaining, but if I click on this, it is selecting the outer portion. So I will undo this, Ctrl Z or Command Z, and we can use the polygonal lasso tool, add to selection, and we can simply select the remaining part. Double click, and we can remove this portion by using the subtract option from the control panel. And we can always add the finishing touches by using the select and mask option that we have seen in the earlier video. We can also remove this one. So quick selection tool actually is regularly used for selection because it is very simple to use, and it works on different images as compared to the magic wand tool. For example, we will see another example, then we can stop. Let's say if I go to, for example, this image. Now this image, it looks like there are no similar pixels in this image, but so we cannot use the magic wand tool efficiently because it won't select it properly, as you can see. Control D. But as you can see, there is a contrast between this car. If I want to select this car, there is a contrast between this car and the background, even though the background is different at the different part of this car. But again, by using quick selection, I can make pretty good selection, I'm sure. And I can again drag the quick selection tool. This shadow is attached to the car, so I think it will get selected. Yes, but we have made, I'll say we have made a pretty good selection by using the quick selection tool. You can always zoom it, Control plus, decrease the brush size. We can always remove this, subtract from selection. So these two tools are pretty fast and pretty efficient, but there is more tolerance. In simple words, there is more tolerance in quick selection tool. That is why it is widely used. Quick selection tool is widely used, but magic wand tool is super quick. Again, it can be used in the images where we can find similar pixels like this. So you can simply play with these two tools. These two tools are very useful and widely used to make selections. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you have liked this video. So I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.